A non-compete agreement is a contract, usually that prevents you from going to work for a particular company. Usually it's a competitor of the company that you currently work at or one that you've worked at in the past. We're frequently asked, are non-compete agreements enforceable? And the law differs substantially from state to state to state. In Illinois, non-compete agreements are enforceable if they're narrowly tailored to protect a company's legitimate business interests. They're not going to be enforceable if they're only there to prevent competition. So, is your non-compete agreement enforceable? Well, a lot of it depends on how broad the non-compete is, how long, the geographic scope, whether you have particular information that is protectable, and the reason that your employer wants you to have a non-compete. Finally, it may vary substantially depending on the type of work that you do. Are you a lower level employee, or are you a key executive that was making 7 figures? All of these factors weigh substantially into whether your non-compete agreement is enforceable. You shouldn't just assume that it's not enforceable, because even if it is, if your company ends up suing you for it, it can be very expensive and difficult defending you in court. So if you have a non-compete agreement, it's really important to engage in a dialogue, if you can, with your current company or a past company, and make sure there's not a violation that's going to occur if you go and work for a new competitor. That's not always possible. Some companies don't engage in that kind of a dialogue, and you may want to go to a qualified non-compete lawyer to get an opinion about that. Finally, if you're currently working somewhere and you have a non-compete, or even if you don't have a non-compete, it's very important that you not illegally take information from where you work. We see a lot of cases where somebody has a non-compete that we don't think would be enforceable, but they did something like downloaded substantial important company data before leaving. Remember, virtually any computer system these days does an audit, and it can tell exactly what you downloaded, exactly what you printed, exactly what you put on an external hard drive. Forensic experts can tell these things. So even if you have an unenforceable non-compete agreement, if you illegally take information, you may be sued for that. Remember, when you leave your company, be respectful. Act in the way that you would expect to be treated if you own the company and one of your employees left.